For the theme, Troy wants you to pretend this is dinner with your coworkers and he is the boss sharing mentorship. His speech is titled Motivation versus Inspiration. Please welcome competent communicator, competent leader, Troy Ducard.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, one of the hardest things you'll ever ask yourself in life is, why are we here? More importantly, why am I here? Recently I discovered something that's really helped change my perception of life, and that's understanding the difference between motivation and inspiration. All of the most successful people in life have understood these principles and executed them. You probably have too, but you may not have realized what's what. When you understand the differences between these two, your life's going to open up to ways you'll never imagine. So first we're going to talk about the differences between motivation and inspiration, or MI for short. Second, we're going to go over how to discover your own MI. And last, how to harness and synergize it. Everybody got their seatbelt on? We're going for a ride here. So the first thing I want to do is I want to see what you guys know about these two topics. So Linda, if you come over.
You call me Dan.
Can anybody let me know what motivation means to them? Just what do you think about when you think of motivation?
Your drive.
Drive?
Goals.
Goals?
Courage. I got it.
So
The reason you do things.
Reason. Yes. And we got reason. Okay. Yeah, this is a good list here when she gets done. Now, how about inspiration? What do you think inspiration is?
A carrot.
Your family?
Sure. What'd you say, Pastor?
A carrot.
A carrot?
A carrot at the end of.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, a carrot, all right,
Meaning?
That simple inspiration.
What's that?
Meaning?
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 Wisdom.
Wisdom.
A need?
Need?
Passion?
Passion?
A vision.
Muse?
Oh, wow. We get everybody popping off here. All right.
Write faster.
So,
I think I missed one though. Did someone say something that's not on here? Did I miss one? Okay. It was me.
okay. This is a really good list. I want to actually give you guys the definitions. Start with inspiration. Inspiration means to inspirit or divine guidance. It means something that you get on the outside that goes in. It's something like when you see a public speaker, that's inspiration. When you read a book, that's inspiration. You listen to music, inspiration. You meet somebody, inspiration. It's of the soul, it goes inside. While motivation are your motives or your reasons. They compel you to do, act, push your limits, whatever you need to. And they work side by side. Inspiration is a driving force, while motivation is a pulling force. So the biggest thing, outside in, inside out. So now that we have that figured out, I'm going to have Linda come back. And then I want to know what your guys' motivations and inspirations are. So what are some of your motivations? Like personally, what motivates you?
Family.
Family?
Friends.
Money.
Okay.
Fun.
Fun?
Traveling. Traveling.
Music.
Okay, how about inspiration? What inspires you personally? Or has inspired you?
Nature.
Nature? Yeah, it's the outside in.
Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa?
Jesus.
That's a big one.
What was it?
Jesus. Okay.
Reading.
Reading.
Great speaker.
Meditation.
I got those.
All right, we'll go with those two. And actually, can we give Linda a big round of applause for helping out? So, can you guys see how easy it would be if you wake up every morning and you have these on your mind? For some people, they don't have that MI quite developed yet, but I know a secret to get that. You gotta find a mentor, like Ron Champion's about. Because mentors, what they can do is they can look at your life from an unbiased standpoint and help point you in the direction you're supposed to go. And they're gonna ask you, they'll be like, what are your passions? Like, what are you passionate about? So for instance, they'll be like, hey, Doug, I really heard that you love art. Why don't you start looking into becoming an artist? Or maybe, Maria, you love to travel. Have you ever thought about becoming a traveler, professional traveler? No. And then, or if you're a builder, if you always like to build things, that's your passion. That's what you got to go after in life. And then the motivation comes afterwards. It complements it. Should never control it, because, like I said, inspiration is inside out. Motivation is outside in. So you get your core values here, and then you absorb it into your motivation, and it's the fuel for your inspiration. If that makes any sense. So now that you understand how to define and find your own MI, now we got to talk about how to harness it. Like I was saying before, inspiration is of the soul, but it can be fleeting. You can see a movie and be inspired by it, but then forget about it a week later. You have to absorb that into yourself, those core values, and be motivated to find more inspiration and be an inspiration yourself. So for, say, instance, you become a musician, right? The reason you should become a musician is because you were inspired by a musician. And you're like, hey, I want to make a lasting impact like that musician. I want to inspire people to do the best they can. I want to be the best family member I can be because I can provide. It should never be, I want to be the best musician because I was inspired by other people, because the way things work is inside out. It never goes outside in. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how the universe works. When you give, you receive. You don't first receive and then give. Something that's really helped me understand these two concepts is by an author named Mel Robbins. She developed the 5-second rule. Has anybody ever heard of that? 1, 2 people? It's 3. It's really easy. All it is 5 seconds. She's a world-renowned speaker and self-help guru, and all you have to do is, whenever there's something that you want to do, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you physically move and act on it. Because she says the reason this happens is the brain has been developed to kill any idea that you do not act upon. So say you see that really attractive person over there. You got 5 seconds to act on it, or your brain's going to think of reasons to stop you. Oh, I'm not good looking enough. Oh, I don't have the right dress on. Oh, they might be with somebody. It's not real. And that's true even if you're in the business world. You got an idea? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, I got an idea that could help change this company. Or you're with a family member, and you have to talk to them about something difficult. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, we should really talk about this. That's how you harness your MI, is you have to act on it. It's great to see it and believe in it, but if you don't start acting on it, nothing's going to happen. This is a great asset. I really hope that you took something away from this. It's really helped change my life and help me understand what I want to do instead of just floating and tumbling. So when you find your own MI, anything is going to be possible in this world. And if you want to learn more about it, check out that 5-second rule book. It'll do wonders. Thank you.